Hello, Roam Mithril here once again, and it's time to continue on. We are getting close to the end of this. So, at this point I have everyone's magic ground up all the way to level 8. Now, that's not the absolute best it can get, but it's as far as I'm actually going to take the grinding, for now at least. Those who know what to expect from higher level magic, don't worry, I do plan to actually show that as extra material later on. But for now, it's time to go to the Mana Fortress if the blasted thing will stay still. So, welcome to the Mana Fortress. Rather technological and intimidating, isn't it? There are quite a few enemies that it's a good idea to grind against here on the Mana Fortress as well. Several important drops that you can find here. The best armor, and also, surprisingly, weapon orbs. Yes, a lot of the minor enemies here on the Mana Fortress actually drop weapon orbs, albeit fairly rarely. The key important thing about this is the fact that you need to do this in order to get level 9 weapon orbs. The furthest a weapon can be forged. Also, oddly, you have to do this to grind for 2 orbs each if you want the maximum power gloves and axe, I believe it is. For instance, right now, those are the only 2 weapons I have that are level 7. And here's the strange thing about that. The Mana Fortress actually has 2 bosses on it that you fight before the point of no return. Yet they don't actually give you orbs. It feels like they should, but they don't. So it kind of feels like maybe Squaresoft missed some programming there or something. I don't know, who can be sure? Any grinding I decide to do as far as getting those remaining orbs and armor and everything, that'll be for after I show the majority of the Mana Fortress. I will, however, say that Fiend Heads here are one of the enemies that drop the weapon orbs. I believe they drop the axe orbs. Sadly, while there is a ninja type that drops, I believe, the final boomerang orb, it's not this one. It's a later type that shows up, Master Ninja, I believe it's called. And here we have metal crabs, and some awesome new music to enjoy. Silly as it may seem, I believe the metal crabs actually have an orb type as well. So too do the tsunamis. And in fact, the tsunami, since it's a split-type enemy, if you can get just one of them on screen and get it to start splitting like crazy, that's actually a pretty good thing for these purposes. It drops the final whip orb, if memory serves. Turtleances, on the other hand, I don't think they have anything. I've had some weapons go up, but nothing that requires a switch yet. Do have to switch, though, to the whip, just to get across there. Well. Ooh, okay, it dropped a treasure chest. Here's hoping. Now, one thing I'll go ahead and show on screen here, because I do have some questions about it, is using Analyze on treasure chests. Had some problems with this while playing this with Pink, and I don't know if it was just according to lag. When you analyze a chest and it starts flashing red like this, that means it's safe to open. Amulet Ring. Not quite sure that that's the best wrist armor. I think there's a better one, but it's better than what I have anyway. So anyway, here's the problem I had with using Analyzer over the net play. Is that sometimes it wouldn't glow red, yet would still be safe. Other times it wouldn't glow red and it would indeed be a trap. Anytime it did glow red, though, that was pretty much an indication that it was definitely safe to open. So, I don't know if it actually diffuses traps, or if I was just getting lucky, or what. Oddly, doing so in the Pure Land seemed to be a really good idea, because it got us some rare drops that I almost wonder if we hadn't analyzed the chests if those would have just been more traps. Put it this way, using analysis on treasure chests in the Pure Land, we ended up getting 2 Griffin Helms. Okay, here we have a Wolf Lord. These guys drop glove orbs, and so I actually need 2 of them from him. Unfortunately, he does not seem too willing to drop a treasure chest at all. More obstacles in the way. These crystals can be chopped down using either the sword or the axe. Either way, it takes multiple hits to do so. Franco, I kinda wanted him to split. Just a little too javelin happy, you are. We also attempted using MP Absorb to see if we could get National Scar here to do its strange animation, but unfortunately, even without any magic whatsoever, it didn't seem to want to do that. Apparently it's just something it does on a very rare basis. So, who knows? A free fairy walnut, I'll certainly take that. So the Mana Fortress is rather one big maze, with alternate paths all over the place. Come on, quit spamming the car move. It's hilarious, but really, I'd just like to wrap this up. You guys don't have any rare drops for me. You're purely weapon experience at this point. Right, that's it. I'm turning off your ability to charge. You are such a spaz with that. You and your blasted rocket feet. Here we have an enemy called Whimper that, I can't seem to get over to where he is. I must have taken a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Back we go. This was an area that when I was playing with Pink, I kind of wondered what would have happened if we had taken this path. Well, now I know. Now, earlier, I know bloody well there was a Wolf Lord up here. Oh, now that's the thanks I get for saving you from Elise and her insanity. Get around the corner, Pranko. All that and nothing, really. They're being awfully stingy with the treasure chests today, it seems. I guess at least I did get an amulet ring out of all this. Doom swords I don't think have anything. At least not what we're looking for. Come on, drop one. You know you want to. Demon heads summoning ninjas, okay, why not?